Hey guys, Goddess on Fire Tarot 128. I hope everyone is having an awesome freaking day. Thus far, it's still morning. It is Friday, May 13th, and I'm making jewelry. And I wanted to do a video because I've been having hella dreams lately. So I figured while I'm sitting here making this jewelry, oh my god, my eyesight is terrible. The lighting is terrible. Our room is like huge in terms of the height of the ceilings and the space in general. But the lighting they had in here sucks ass. But onto my dreams. So I think I did a video and told you about 2 of the dreams that I had. But I've been having more dreams that are like dealing with like portals and teleporting. Like there was a dream. So I had one dream where I was in this school with my 2 children, my 2 sons, and someone I used to work with who was a friend of mine, and her daughter. And we're in we're in making a ring right now. We're in this school. It's a huge school, and it seems like it's a school for just like all types of kids, because there were like teenagers there. There weren't like young kids though. Maybe adults. There was also like kids with disabilities, whether they were mental or physical. And the whole school was peach. The floors, the wall, everything was peach. So we're in this school, my kids and my friend and her daughter. And like I don't even really know what's going on, because during the dream, oh, my boob caught it. During the dream, we were trying to find our way out of this place, out of this school. I don't even know why we were there. But, and this is odd, my ex, who's no longer here, his karmic was in the dream as well. And I've referenced this person before because, I mean, we had, I guess, there was tension between us because we were both dealing with the same person. And she was in the dream with her daughter. Apparently she worked at this school, and maybe her daughter worked at the school too, because my kids are 15 and 13. But I don't even remember. It was kind of crazy because they were in the dream, but they were only, like, their energy was there, but they were only there towards the end when we were about to leave. And this is too small. And they were in the car that was covered with some type of vinyl or something. It was like a convertible, but it seemed like the car was covered, like, you know, in a scary movie when people jump under the covers, and the covers are supposed to be their protection from whatever's going on. It was like the car was covered so they couldn't be harmed or anything, and I'll tell you why they would be afraid to be harmed. But we're going through this school, and I ended up eventually being by myself, and I'm looking at all of these different rooms or classrooms, and I'm just trying to find my way out. So part of the school kind of reminded me of a stadium where, like they have the wide stairs that you can see that from the opposite side it looks like a wall, but there's stairs going up, and then the wide area here where you walk through to go into the stadium. So we were in this stadium. It looked like a stadium, just that portion of the school. And there were some kids who were mentally handicapped or had some type of disability. And they were going into like they were going into what was like the little hallway area to get to the stadium to walk down. So I see them walking through this little hallway area, and I go to see if that is an exit for me. Maybe I can go out that way. And when I get to where they were, or where they used to be, because now they're gone, and I'm walking and I walk and I stop, and instead of there being like a hallway that they continue to walk through, there was like a rectangular size like shaft that could have been a slide, but it was like so steep that it just kind of went straight down. And I'm thinking, I didn't see them fall through that area, so where did they go? But I was able to stop in time before I fell. So I thought that was odd, and I walked away. So I'm still like walking around trying to find my way out. And I end up at this place where they're like kids that are having a dance or something. So I want to say that my ex's karmic was his daughter or her daughter. She was at this dance, and her mother was standing there happy that she was going to the dance. I don't know. But then when she saw me, she immediately got, and I'm talking about the karmic, she immediately got angry, and she said something to me about, like, I told you to leave him alone. And I'm thinking to myself, like, dude, he's been passed away for like 20 years. And I have 2 children with me by my husband, who I've been with for 17 years. So, I'm not sure, like, what you're talking about. But I said to her, maybe you should worry about him leaving me alone. So then she just got so angry, and she said that she was going to unalive me or something. So I'm not really worried, but next scene, I'm not around them anymore. I hate when this happens. I'm not around them anymore. So I'm trying to again find my way out of this school by myself, and I'm dressed as a princess. Like, I have on a tutu, and it's like, it was weird. But as I'm leaving, I leave out of like one area, and I'm going through these doors, and I'm like, okay, this must be the way out. So as I'm walking out, oh, I'm sorry, before I forget, within the dream, there were different doors that I went through that took me to different periods of time or different eras. I remember there being like a old like freight train or railroad area, and I walked out, and I'm looking around, and I'm like, this is not the way to the parking lot. So I come back in, and I walk through another door, and I am in some place that has a lot of stars, a lot of bright stars, but it was still really dim. So I find my way out of there, and like all of this is transpiring where I see the kids going down this shaft where it looked like they went through a door, but they actually went down the shaft. Then I see the dance with the karmic's daughter, and then just going through these different doors, going through different dimensions. So I finally get to a door that looks like it leads me outside, because I'm just trying to find my way to the parking garage so I can get to my car. And when I leave out of the building, there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 doors. They have the glass window, the pane, and the rest of the door is like maybe some type of steel or something. So I walk out the doors, and there are 2 staff members there. There's a security guard, and then there is a I don't know who she was, maybe the head of something. But I said to them, "Can you please tell me how to get to the parking garage?" Because I was nowhere near it. It was like I was so far away, like I didn't know what was going on. So one of the women said to me, as if I worked there, well, the parking garage is such and such and such and such. You should know that. And I'm thinking, I've never been here and I don't work here, so how would I know that? So as I'm looking around as to where I'm gonna go, one of the guards, or the security guard, said to me, I'll walk you to the parking garage. So I said, great. So as we're walking, she shows me down like what would be, I guess, a walkway, because the school was huge. So this walkway was outside, but it was like the building on this side and the building on this side that both belonged to the school. So as I'm walking down this big alleyway, or this walkway, someone runs behind me and runs past me and tells me, "Get out the way, run, run." So I'm thinking, like, what the fuck? And the karmic mother is running towards me with a crossbow. And I don't know if I ran, or it just was like the person said run, and then I just appeared on the opposite, like this is the wall of the walkway, and I appeared on this side where I could look down and see her. And she has a crossbow and she shoots it, but it doesn't come near me, or it doesn't hit me. So then it's like we ended up back in the hallway at the school, and she's trying to stab me with a knife, and her daughter stops her from stabbing me. So then we end up back in the parking garage, and this is where my kids are in the car, and the car is covered. And I'm saying to her, like, why are you trying to hurt me? My kids are here. So she was like, I don't care. And then I woke up. But I realized that all her aggression was guided towards me. So the color peach was kind of crazy. I looked at peach, and it means good, good things. Happiness, vibrancy, and, then what else that was it. I didn't look up anything else. So I thought that was odd and strange. So last night I had a dream that, in the last 3 nights I've had dreams of people chasing me. The second one I actually don't remember right now. But the one from last night, I was in the dream with my husband. And we were being chased by, it wasn't even something from Earth. It was like some furry animal type thing. And we were running from it, but we were with someone who was able to teleport. So every time we went to, like every time we got away from it, it was because she was like, come on, come this way. And once we got to her, we teleported to like a different time or a different place. A different place. I remember us being on a cliff. Like it almost seemed like it might have been a resort. But there was water at the bottom of the cliff. You know what? This one sounds a little weird because I don't know. Like, I don't remember a lot of it. I just remember us teleporting. I remember something was significant about a washing machine because we were standing next to a washing machine and almost like in, I guess, in an appliance store. But we were standing next to a washing machine and we teleported to like the street. Now, mind you, we're at some cliff where the water is, so how we get to the washing machine, I have no freaking clue. But once we teleport, we're teleporting back onto the street, and it turns out that the animal or the thing that's from a different world that's following us is not evil at all. This is something that is coming to try to help us. My mother-in-law was also in the dream. I remember the second dream now. My mother-in-law was in this dream. So she was there with another male figure who I don't remember, but it was somebody that I knew. But they're standing by the washing machines as well. Like, it's fucking crazy. So we teleport to the street and they're trying to get this monster or this creature that is following us. And the person that we're with that helped us teleport, was it her? I remember a short black bob. Like bob and then the bang. This person, the monster was the creature was trying to get away, like it became invisible. And it was, I guess, floating or flying through the air. And somebody shot some type of weapon that shot out this kind of smoky plasma type thing. And when they shot it into the air, it was like gray. And they shot it into the air. And the creature started to appear because the invisibility was taken away by the plasma. And I just remember there being a billboard and a brick building behind the monster or the creature. And the billboard had orange and yellow. It was like a graffiti. It was graffiti. And once the creature started to appear, it was floating or flying towards a house that it was about to hit. And everyone was standing below looking up. That was weird. And then, like, I woke up. I don't know what happened after that. The second dream I had to do with my mom's house. And my mom passed away in October of 2021 from cancer. Throat. So I'm in her house, and my mom had she was like a hoarder. She had so much stuff in her house, like so much. And in the dream, her house was bigger, like it was wider, and the ceilings were taller, like it was really high up. And a bracelet I made for a friend of mine. Booyah Cashapp. So it was taller and it was wider. And in the dream, my mother was already deceased, but there was another woman, a Caucasian woman, older, who was living in the house. It was like almost as if she was there with my mom when my mom was alive, but this woman had passed away. And there was still like a bunch of stuff all around. Like, I remember pocketbooks. I remember picking up really colorful pocketbooks and saying that I wanted to take these. And I think we were trying to clean out the house or whatever. But we were there to, well, I don't know, I say we, but I only saw myself. And there were other energies there, but I don't recall seeing any faces. But we were there to, I guess, clean out the house and to deal with her, the woman's, just wrapping up the things with regard to the house. And we had to go to the funeral place to view her body. I think we had to talk to the police or the paramedics about what happened to her. And we reported this back to her family. And her family didn't even live in the same area. Her family lived like hours away. So I just remember the next day, her family came, and it was a daughter and her husband, a son, and her two granddaughters. And the two granddaughters were like the most upset over her death. But it just seemed like we went from doing all the things to finalize with her death to the next day they're coming in like a white stretch limousine so that we could all get in and go to her funeral. And that's all I got from that dream too. Like, I can't remember everything, but I do remember. I just wanted to talk about the bits that I did remember. Someone could be unfortunately passing away and you could be planning a funeral. Someone's gifts could be enhancing, because I've done a lot of like the dreams with the portals in it or the different dimensions. It also kind of gives me the energy that with this karmic soulmate that I have, that she has been in my life for many lifetimes. And maybe she's also tried to unalive me in different lifetimes. So different dimensions, portals may be significant to someone. The color peach could be significant. This is like graduation time. So maybe there are, proms and stuff going on. Someone could be preparing for their child's prom. Maybe thinking about getting a convertible for them. School could be significant. Someone could be going to school or planning to go to school, maybe learn some type of craft, pick up some type of trade. But in terms of spiritual, it's like someone's gifts are being enhanced. Telekinesis also is significant. That just came to me. So teleporting, I guess I've been doing a lot of astral traveling. I don't know. I don't know. The other day I pulled this card, and this could be significant to someone. Healer. someone who does some type of spiritual work, someone who is here to help the collective and help humanity in general with regard to, I don't know, candle making, doing some type of energy work with Reiki, maybe